What's up, camera? Welcome back to the channel. This, of course, is another episode of. So today we're gonna be today what we're gonna be doing is, of course, another manga haul for the month of September. It's currently the 27th of September. Hopefully, I can get this out in a timely manner, but I highly doubt it. So this month's haul, we got lots of good stuff in here. We got some horror, we got some slice of life, we got some ecchi, wink wink nudge nudge, we got some comedy, got lots of action, fantasy too. We're about to get into it in a sec, but real quick I want to mention something. I just feel like talking about it real quick because it matters to me. I don't know if it matters to you. You can let me know what you think in the comments or whatever. But apparently as early as like July this year on Amazon, Volume 11, the English release of Volume 11 of Land of the Lustrous was listed as October 2021, which is insane because it came out normally in like June or July in Japan, but apparently it's getting delayed in English, which sucks because I'm a huge fan of Land of the Lustrous. But I have literally found like no other information other than most recently it was delisted off of like every site that was going to be selling it. I had my pre-order of it canceled on Right Stuff Anime, which really sucks. Somebody on Reddit was alleging that apparently Kodansha actually doesn't like Land of the Lustrous, and that's why. I don't know, because I haven't found any proof of that other than this most recent thing of potentially just giving up. Because I checked on Kodansha's website on the news section. They had nothing written there, and I even sent an email to them. I sent a strongly worded email to them regarding that, and I haven't gotten a response yet. I sent that shit I don't know when, but like sometime during the weekday. And who knows what's going on with them. I'm actually going to be really upset. That might have to be like the first time. Well, no, actually, I have read digital before when there wasn't an English physical option. But if there is going to be a physical option and they really do delay it till October or till sometime that isn't in the next few months, I might actually just have to start digitally reading it, pirating it, because I need to keep reading it, man. I've already waited since like February this month after Volume 10 came out for Volume 11 to show up. Oops, what did I just click? Oh boy. I originally wanted to use a tripod, but the way the tripod is, I don't know why, but it's just constantly uneven, but I'm getting way off topic. Let's just first start with the new stuff that's coming to the series, the new stuff that's coming to the shelf, the new series, starting off with these thick-ass books. We got the first 3 volumes of Parasite. I really enjoyed the anime. I can't remember if I saw the notification that the anime came onto Netflix and I was like, alright, I'll give it a watch finally, or if I remember seeing a bunch of people talking about how good it is and then seeing it was also on Netflix. But either way, I got the first 3 volumes because I watched the anime and I really enjoyed it. And if you're interested in the series, because it is a horror, it's a classic horror series. It's pretty old. I didn't realize how old it was going to look, how old the art was going to look until I started, but it is pretty old looking. I don't think that's a problem. If it's a problem for you, then watch the anime, because the anime, unless you're really, I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. I really enjoy the anime, so that's why I decided to pick up the volumes. Again, I don't know why. The Kodansha volumes got some, oh, focus. Get out of the way for the light. Got some scuffs. I don't know what's up with that, and I'm pretty sure it's only this one. I really enjoy it. I think it's pretty good as an introduction to like the horror genre of anime and manga, because there's still a lot of action involved. It's not like straight up horror like I assume Junji Ito's works are. I haven't actually read any of them. I would definitely recommend it, but I'd probably say unless you're really adverse or to watching anime and you just want to stick to manga because that's your like medium of choice, watch the anime first, because from what I've heard, it's very faithful, and I've read the first volume, and it's pretty faithful so far, the anime adaptation, but it's just got like a modernized look and some other changes to make to fit how times have changed since this came out, because it came out like in the 80s or something, I think. I didn't realize it's gonna look that old. It's still good, but it's definitely noticeable at least. Alright, next up is the first volume of Delicious in Dungeon, which I had my like eye on for a while. I was interested and I wanted to check it out because the premise was interesting, and the reason I finally decided to get it is because I actually have a friend who I very recently told about Right Stuff Anime, and it was during the sale and he only collects 2 series, Kaguya-sama Love's War and Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. And I've been borrowing those from him so I can read them, and I fell in love with Kaguya. But that's another story, because you remember last time never mind. Anyway, he ordered the volumes that he didn't have of both series, and it would have been more expensive to pay for shipping than to reach the $50 free shipping mark in the US that Right Stuf Anime has. So he asked me if I wanted anything that was $8.49 or less, and this one was like $8.24. So I was like, alright, fine, I'll try it out. I've read like 2 chapters. So far nothing like really huge, nothing really big as a hook, I guess. It's alright so far. I literally haven't read most of it, but it's got an interesting premise. I'll probably keep up with it, but I'm kind of been slow on actually reading the first volume, as you saw. Don't know what happened there, or up there, but whew, oh boy. It's whatever. I got it for free, so that's epic. I don't know if I want to recommend it yet, but some people might like it because it's like a slice of life comedy in a fantasy world. Alright, the next new series to the shelf, and probably the longest one, is Dorohedoro. I watched the anime somewhat recently. I know it came out earlier this year, but I decided to finally watch it. I can't remember why. I think I just remember it was a combination of being recommended the opening and deciding to watch that. And then I was like, oh wait, this is a Netflix original. Alright, sick, I'm gonna watch it. And I watched it, and I loved it, and so I decided to pick up the manga. This isn't all that I ordered, because some of it got back ordered. Hopefully it'll be here next month. But I have the first 10 volumes, so I've watched the anime. The anime goes up to like partway through volume 7. I've read about partway through volume 2. It's real good. I like it a lot. I would recommend it if you're more open to like the very bizarre side of anime and manga, because this is like a huge mash of genres. You got like slice of life, drama, action, horror. It's like a biopunk dystopia. It's pretty crazy. The artwork would probably be hard for like newer people to get into. Like the artwork, as you can see, the covers and stuff. And let's pick something from the first volume so I don't actually spoil myself or anybody else. But the art kind of looks like that. Man, this is terrible looking. I mean, the way I'm holding up the art, I love the art. It's definitely not for everyone, probably not for newcomers, because it's such a bizarre series. Like, I've watched and read up to part 7 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but this is, like, a lot more out there. If you're interested, check it out. Watch the anime first, because I think, personally, the 3D animation looks pretty good. I'm open to 3D animation, because I love Land of the Lustrous and Beastars, the animation. Dorohedoro looked pretty good. Let's just show more of the volume covers. One thing I didn't expect is that these are actually thinner than I thought they would be. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I saw them in pictures before, like on people's shelves, but these just seem so much thinner somehow. But then I know that like volume 23 is like hella thick. Like close to the end, things get really thick. I don't know why. This series has thick characters in it too. If you're into that sort of thing. I know I am. So this is gonna be the stuff that I already started collecting and I'm continuing. I don't know why I'm putting these into categories. Don't judge me. First 2 volumes for the plot, baby. Volumes 4 and 5 of World's End Harem. I'm not gonna put any airs. Literally only reading this for the big anime titties. There's some pretty good, the artist Kotaro Shona, it's right in front of me. She's a really good artist. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But that's not the only reason, obviously. I can Google big anime titties, but the series isn't for everyone. The story is fine, and that's really all I can say about it. I mean, it's got enough mysteries that are interesting, like who made the virus, and like more importantly, like the most interesting question that has been like asked more recently at like the end of volume 4, because that's all I've read so far of these 2 volumes, is who's in on it. Because it could literally be anybody who might have been involved with it. So the main character is trying to figure that out. If you don't like spineless main characters, the main character, I think his name is Reito, you're not going to like this series. I can put up with it, but yeah. I'd say if you're even a little bit interested, just read a few chapters online. Even if you're opposed to it, just read the scanlations until you feel like your opinion won't change on whether you will or not try the series. Next up, we got a single volume, volume 16 of The Promised Neverland. I'm actually not that far in reading yet. I'm only at volume 14. Wait, no. Yes, wait. Yes, volume 14. That's how far I've read so far. So I don't really have much to say about this. The cover, I mean, looks fine. Looks cool. All I have to say really about the series is basically what I've said in the past, and that I still think it's pretty good. It's still very interesting, but it's just the series has went from a small personal mind game for saving our own lives and getting out of this prison to a much larger scale conflict with, I guess, greater stakes because they're trying to save everyone and more action, and I still like it. It's a change. I feel like anime onlys are going to be a bit disappointed with how the mind games are kind of diminished as the series goes on in season 2, but give it a chance because it's still pretty good. I like it. Though I will say, there was like moments that were supposed to be like shocking, like, oh, these characters are killed, and it's like, yeah, when they were like escaping the bunker when the humans were attacking. Try not to spoil, but I just did. When like some rando characters in the group were killed and everyone was sad about it, and I was like, that's pretty much the only like thing I had. Next single volume, Spy Family Volume 2, came out earlier this month, like early in the month, and I read it, and still great, still funny. There's not much of this series to really say anything about because it's just really funny, but there also is a lot of heartwarming moments, and there's like an upcoming thing that's going to be like really interesting to see how it plays out with Yor's brother showing up and everyone trying to keep their identities hidden. That's like a big part of the series, is trying to like hide who you really are, which ironically is a big plot point where I am in Kaguya-sama Love is War. I just finished volume 15 recently. I love that series. The artwork is still great. I love all the characters. There's one thing that I'm not keen about, Chief. It looks like they're gonna try and have the target's kid in the private school have a crush on the daughter, the girl Anya. And it's just like, I don't like that little kid. I don't remember what his name is, but the target's kid is just like an asshole. He's just an asshole to Anya. So I don't like that plot point. I'll probably get over it, but when I was reading it, it was just like, fuck you, kid, having a crush on Anya after fucking bullying her. But Anya's still the best character so far. She's she's funny. She's a lot of fun. And I think this is also, they included the one-shot pilot, I think, which would be awesome if they did, if I remember if they did. Yeah, I think it is in the extra mission. It's the pilot. Yeah, it is. Epic. The pilot was pretty interesting. It was fun to read, and I kind of... Where am I going with this? Something Burn the Witch was the one shot was pretty good. I remember when I read that, and I'm excited for the English release of the 4-chapter serialization. Did you guys hear it? You probably heard. It's getting a part 2. Bro, Kubo Sensei's back. Nice. I'm pretty excited for that. God, I want the English release of the 4-chapter serialization to come out already. I hope it includes the original one-shot too, because I'm pretty sure that's like canon. It's like, because like the serialization continues after that, so I mean, they have to just be chapter 0 or whatever. I'm excited for the movie too. It's like October 2nd, right? Oh, it's later this week, depending on when you're seeing this. Volume 2 of the... Wait, wow. This is terrible. Did I mention I tried to use the tripod, but it sucks. Volume 2 of The Way of the Husband. Great artwork. Definitely. Like, I'm only 2 volumes in right now. I think the English release only has 4, but highly recommend the series. Got great art. Not very, like, great art and great humor. There's not much of a story. There's no story. There's not a story. It's just it's like cute girls do cute things, but like I showed, I'm getting hit in the face with a volleyball. But instead it's intense Yakuza guy doing housewife things. And it's great fun. So definitely check it out if you like it. Just like a lighthearted comedy. Like, pretty much all the chapters are not connected. It's overall just like a really entertaining thing. If you're into that sort of thing, I can't tell you what to do. If done right, this could be an amazing anime. Alright. The last of the single volumes, Vinland Saga. Hell yeah. So with this, I have left Vinland Saga and I have begun to enter Farmland Saga. And I think there's only like 2 chapters in this that are after the end of the prologue, and so far I can confidently say I'm very interested, but I'm so conflicted because like I'm a terrible purchaser. If like, don't follow my example, because when I started I basically literally just bought whatever because it was on sale. I discovered Right Stuff Anime in their weekly sales, and if anything was on sale and it looked slightly interesting, I would buy it. So don't do that. And so I'm collecting like so many other series right now. It's hard to like prioritize which ones I want. I know which one I have prioritized, and that's just been like instinctively or impulsive. Like, I'm like, I gotta read more, you know. And Vinland Saga, it's getting close to being one of those, because after reading this one, I'll probably go back and reread the first 3 volumes and then this one. But yeah, the 2 chapters at the start of Farmland Saga got me really interested to see what happens next, and I do hope there's a 2nd season of the anime, because it was just generally a high quality adaptation, and it was pretty faithful, from if I recall correctly. So I would recommend this to people who are used to everything. Like, for new people, this might not be the greatest, unless you like things like, for lack of a better comparison, Game of Thrones, because this is a lot more mature, I guess. It's got a lot more violence and political stuff, so it might be perceived as slow or boring by people who aren't used to that sort of thing, but it's 100% worth it. Like, the end of the prologue is such an amazing payoff to everything previously built up. Alright, and then the thing that I've been enjoying reading the most, and that I will have up to the English release next month, over the course of next month, and that is Black Clover. Ever since Volume 7, I guess I would say, I've been really wanting to keep reading more. So, because Volume 7 kind of left on a cliffhanger with Veto, that guy, invading the game area in the seabed. And so, I bought these 3 volumes next, because I want to read more, and then I kept reading more. And I was like, damn, that was amazing. I gotta keep reading. So that's basically the trap of Black Clover. I think it was made in the Giga video, that it never lets you rest. And there's no real great place to hold off. And it's been, for whatever reason, I can't pinpoint exactly why, but I've just been addicted and I want to keep reading more. And I'm gonna be really upset when I get up to volume 22, because I know I'm gonna end up binge reading, and then I'm gonna be out of volumes, and then I'll have to wait for on the 2-month release schedule with everyone else, or give in and either pirate it or support the industry by paying $1 a month to Shonen Jump. Not sponsored. I don't actually know if that service is any good, but some awesome covers. After those 3, I then bought, let's just put these down, I guess, because I don't really have anything to prop them up against. I don't know where I'm going with. I'm terrible at this. I promise I'll try and get better, but the art is, of course, really good. Overall, I really enjoy the story and the characters, the art. I think the only problem I've been having recently is that the Royal Knight Selection arc, which the arc is currently in right now. I just finished volume 14 earlier today. It's been going a bit fast. Like, I can't remember the exact number, but there were multiple fights in the contest or whatever in each volume, and it just seems a bit fast. It's like the other extreme of Bleach, where Bleach will have a fight that lasts like 10 volumes, but Black Clover will have one fight that lasts like 2 chapters, which, I mean, it's fine. I mean, there have still been some great moments. Like, volume 14 had like 2 or 3 fights, but they're all like really amazing looking, and there were some great story moments and character moments close to the end with Finral and Langris, and it was awesome. And I hate you. Mario Leona is pretty cool. So I'm excited to keep reading, because I remember looking at like some of the volume covers, and like looking at like the first volume cover up until this one, and then up until like volume 22 or whatever. It's like, damn, this series does really go fast. I would recommend this to probably newer people, or even people who have been around for a while and just want some good old-fashioned, uncomplicated shonen goodness, because this is it's a lot of fun. Even if you don't particularly care for the characters or story, at the very least it's an enjoyable read and a lot of fun. I think it's pretty good, no matter what anyone says, just like Bleach. Hell yeah. Still waiting to eventually get the first 21 volumes of Bleach so I can reread the whole series. That's a good use of my time when I have classes. Fuck.